So here we go, man. The truth. The vivid dreams that I have had my entire life, they all seem to have some kind of meaning behind them. So, a year and a half ago, I was with my last partner, and we had just kind of started seeing each other, and basically we wound up in a position where we couldn't go to my apartment because it was filled with mold, and she has a dog, and actually that dog came to me in a dream a few nights ago to say goodbye, so I hope that she's doing okay. Anyway, we were staying in her car, and it was comfortable. We had a mattress and everything. It was nice, actually. And it was like the first or second night, I don't remember. Maybe I'm so bad at time, but I had this dream, and the dream started. She was there, and two other people from different parts of my life, like different times in my life, were there. And we were walking through this mall. It was a mall I'd never been to in my life, in this life, and it was just different. It had a different atmosphere to it. But we're walking through this mall, and we're going through the main food court to leave, and we're kind of just standing there talking. And all of a sudden, this kid, like 7 or 8, is sitting on this bench, and he like looks up, opens his mouth, and out of his mouth starts coming like this dial-up sound, like the old dial-up sound that you'd get when you're connecting your computer to the internet, like in the old school days. And I was like, man, that's weird. Like, how is he doing that? That's just odd. And like everybody else is kind of ignoring it, and I'm sitting there just like trying to ignore it because I'm like, I guess like nobody thinks that's weird. And all of a sudden, like, other random people in the mall just kind of drop what they're doing, blank out completely, look up, and start all making the same sound, like this clearly electronic sound. And I was like, all right, well, guys, like, we need to leave. Like, this is not good. I don't know why, I'm telling me this is not good. Like, we need to get out of here. So we're walking through the parking lot to get in the car, and people are just like stopping and looking up and making this sound. And I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's hustle. Let's get out of here. So we get in the car, and we're driving. We get on the highway, and all of a sudden, one of the other people in the car blanks out, looks up, starts making this dial-up tone sound. Like, at this point, I'm freaked out. I'm like, this is freaky. And in this entire dream, it's like, it's vivid, like, very vivid dream. One of the most vivid dreams I've ever had. And I'm like trying to get this person to snap out of whatever trance that they're in or whatever's going on, and they're gone. Like, their essence is gone. Like, whatever made them internally has departed. And I'm like, all right, we'll pull the car over because something's telling me that, like, we need to not be near this. We need to distance ourselves from this person. Like, they're gone. Like, essentially, like, something in me knew that, like, they're basically already, departed. So we pull over under this overpass on the highway, and we let them out of the car. Well, I pretty much have to, like, pick them up and put them out of the car. And we go to drive away, and I'm looking in the rearview mirror, like, concerned, like, was that the right thing to do? I don't know. And I'm, like, looking in the rearview mirror, and all of a sudden, right in the middle, like, above the road, it's like a silver metallic teardrop-shaped ship just decloaks, like, goes from invisible to visible, just right then and there, in the middle of the highway, and that's, my heart starts pounding. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I have this feeling like this is not good. This is not a good thing. And this ramp comes down out of this ship, and that person then turns like a robot and just starts walking towards the ship, walks on the ramp, gets up, the ramp closes, like, goes back up, closes the ship, and the ship then turns directly facing us. I didn't get a sense that there was, like, anything biological on this ship. It just seemed like a drone or something. And the ship starts zooming towards us like really fast, and as it does, it cloaks again. It goes back to being invisible. And as soon as the ship appeared, I should have mentioned this, as soon as the ship appeared, like, the vividness of this dream went from vivid to more real than this world. Like, more real, more definition, more awareness, more like awakeness than I've ever even experienced in this world to this point. And so as this ship is getting closer and closer to us, like, I can't see it, but I can feel it. I can like feel this vibration in me that's like, I don't know, I just can sense where it is. And I was freaking out, and the closer it got, it was like my awareness was being dampened or governed down. And it was like the closer the ship got, the more it felt like I was being put to sleep. And right as it got right above the car, and I'm like fighting to stay awake, fighting to stay conscious. And as soon as it got right above the car, I wake up, and I wake up screaming. Like, I've had a lot of night terrors in my life. I've had a lot of bad dreams. I would think I'd be desensitized to some of these things, but this was different than my normal adventures in the dream world. And yeah, I don't know what particularly that means. There's a lot that I think that other people might be able to decipher from that experience. And just something is telling me that it's time to share all of these things that I've experienced, because I think they're all data points that can be put together, that there is a working theory on what is really going on in this world. And most of the time my experiences are things that I don't know anything about previously, and then I look into later and find cross-referencing sources that do seem to confirm the overall message that these dreams are imposing. So maybe other people have some insight. I'd love to hear. I will leave some descriptions to some of the channels that I have started listening to ever since these types of things have really culminated to be a bigger picture of, like, for me, what seems to be evident to the goings on in this place. And yeah, I look forward to the potential of interacting with those that might have a little more data than me.